So welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K24 Next Gen. In today's video, we are continuing to wrap up the Trading Every Player rebuild series, and it's going to be the San Antonio Spurs today. So the Spurs are not really a good basketball team. Even though they are led by one of, if not the greatest head coaches in NBA history, there's not a lot of talent on this team, really outside of Victor Wembanyama, Keldon Johnson, maybe a few other guys you want to throw in there. So clearly, I'm sure many of you know the way these videos work before the first game happens. I have to trade every single player on this roster. At no point in time may any of them come back, and obviously the end goal is to win a championship. So I actually have no idea what the trade market, if you will, is going to look like for Victor Wembanyama, but I'm hoping we find something because he is clearly going to be very, very valuable. After we complete this one, we actually only have 5 of these videos left, so we are slowly but surely making our way to the end of this series. It's always one of my favorite, but I really just want to say thank you guys for all your support throughout it. It seems like you guys enjoy this, so just let me know if you don't. But including the teams we have left is the Raptors, the Wizards, and the Pistons in the East, and then in the West, it is just the Utah Jazz and the Portland Trail Blazers. So if you want me to do any of those teams, let me know down below in the comment section, of course, with any other video ideas. But yes, once again, thank you guys so much for all the support throughout this series, throughout all the videos. I really do appreciate it. Let's get into this one. I'm, again, not really sure what the trade market looks like for Victor Wembanyama. I'm just going to start out with him and hope that when you put him in the trade finder, you can actually get an offer. And you can. You have 3 offers. So 3 doesn't really feel like a lot. But honestly, looking at the guys I am being offered, this isn't like the worst value in the world. Like, I am just curious, like, if I moved him to the power forward spot, he goes down 1 overall. Do the offers change at all? There's 6 offers now. I guess maybe we can do that. I mean, not a lot of these offers really excite me as much. But I don't know. Do I want to do it? What the hell? Why not? So I do not want the Rockets one, and I really don't love the Sixers one. I can live with LaMelo. I could live with, I don't really know. But we'll move to a power forward just so we have 6 options. It's a few more. I'm not going to do anything more than that. But yes, we have 6 trade offers here. The eyes are closed, as you can see. And we will stop in 3, 2, and 1. And we end up with Tyrese Maxey and Tobias Harris for Victor Wembanyama and Devontae Graham. Wow. I'm not going to actually change Wembanyama back to a center because, yeah, now he's going to get to play on front court with Embiid because 2K is dumb as shit. All honesty, if I move him back to center, they'll probably have him come off the bench. So I'm not going to do that. But, yeah, I guess we have a new franchise or face of the franchise, if you will, in Tyrese Maxey. I mean, he's incredible, don't get me wrong. But I don't know if he's eventually going to be Victor Wembanyama level talent. So excited nonetheless. It could have been worse. I can live with it. Tobias Harris also here as well. I forgot about Devin Vassell kind of when I was going over things earlier in the intro. He is talented. I think he has a bright future ahead of himself. We're going to do him and Doug McDermott in a trade, see if we can maybe match some of the bigger contracts. 24 offers here as we can hopefully go through this rather quickly now that we got the big one out of the way. 3, 2, and 1. And it is going to be Buddy Hield and Obi Toppin from the Indiana Pacers. Not my favorite deal in the world. Buddy Hield is like a sneaky 31 years old or 30 years old. Really, again, didn't even realize that he was actually that old already, but I'm pretty sure he played 4 years at Oklahoma. Did he play 4? Did he play 5? I don't know. I mean, I know 5th is like a extra. You get it. 5th year. Okay, continue to scroll here, and right about now, we're actually going to stop here. We're actually going to go one to the left. And that is a first-round pick from the Oklahoma City Thunder, or would have been Naz Reid. I like Naz Reid a lot. But, yeah, this is a Houston's Rockets unprotected first. So I guess it's better than getting the Thunder's first. 1, because they're going to be good, and then 2nd, because clearly, you trade a valuable player there. He's going to help them win more games, meaning the draft pick's worth less. You get it. But yeah, I mean, in terms of the player I'm getting back, Davis Bertans is not really a needle mover for me. I think he played for the Spurs at one point, didn't he? I guess just rolling with the punches. We'll do Trey Jones, Jeremy Sohan, 2 of the relatively younger pieces here that definitely have a little bit of promise. Not, superstar promise, but definitely serviceable enough. And stop. And that is Mark Williams and Miles Bridges from the Charlotte Hornets. At least we get a center there with Mark Williams. Now, I don't love giving up a draft pick, but I think I can live with this one. I also don't really love Miles Bridges as a person. He's a pretty good basketball player, but he's here nonetheless. Let's see what else we got. Zach Collins. We'll do him and Charles Bassey. Actually, I'd rather do him and Branham, who I actually am going to move up to shooting guard. He goes up 3 overalls, 2 overalls, same difference. All right, so we're going to do Zach Collins, Malachi Branham, and just, again, hopefully land something decent. I see a couple options there, just, quick glance that do look pretty decent, so the eyes are closed. And stop, we're actually going to go one to the right this time, and that gives me Moses Moody and Draymond Green from the Golden State Warriors, or it would have been Rob Will and Chris Murray. Interesting trade. I think that kind of goes without being said. I mean, Draymond Green probably not really fitting the timeline of what we're doing here. Along with that, we now have a lot of power forwards on this team. But you know what? It's an interesting one. That kind of goes without being said. Charles Bassey and Julian Champagnie. Let's see if there's anything here that maybe can be of a little bit of value. I think we need some guards on this team, so maybe we can figure out a point guard situation. I don't know. Stop. And that is Danil House Jr. and Furkan Korkmaz. Again, not really needle movers. I don't think we have too many players left. I think Blake Wesley and Sandro here. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce his last name. I'm dog shit with names. You all know that. And I'm not going to try. I'm not going to embarrass myself. So I think we had like 20 plus offers here. This should be one of our last trades, and it's going to come with the Chicago Bulls. Andre Drummond, Julian Phillips. Welcome to the team. All right. Let's continue to go on. I don't know how many. I think we're good. I just want to double check. Maxey, good. Harris, good, good. Actually, have some decent players here. It's not bad. Dominic Barlow, he's a two-way. I don't trade two-ways. Julian Phillips, was he here? No, I don't think so. I'll double check on that. I know City Sissoko was here, so I have to move him. I don't know where Julian Phillips came from. I'll double check before I set the rotation. But potentially the final deal is going to be with the Denver Nuggets for Jalen Pickett. Okay, let me go ahead and check on that. If not, I'll see you guys at the rotation. I went ahead and double checked. We are all set. Everybody that I had to trade was traded, and the rotation is finalized after moving around some positions and setting the rotation. So Tyrese Maxey, he was already listed as a point guard. I know he can play the 1, he can play the 2, doesn't really matter. We have a very big need at the point guard spot, so he's going to eat up a lot of the minutes there. Buddy Hield is going to be in the starting lineup next to him. There's an argument to maybe start Moses Moody just based off potential, but at the moment I think Buddy Hield's probably just a little bit better, and again, I don't know. I think this team could win some games, so that's what I'm going to try to do. I moved Tobias Harris from the 4 to the 3. Draymond Green is going to be our starting power forward, then Mark Williams is going to be our starting center. Bench unit, I moved, actually no, Miles Bridges is still a power forward. He is going to be my 6th man there at 22 minutes a night. I moved Toppin from the 4 to the 3. He's going to be the backup here for Tobias Harris. Moses Moody moved from the 3 to the 2. He's going to be backing up Buddy Hield. Andre Drummond going to be our backup center. And then Jalen Pickett is legitimately the only other point guard option on this roster. So he has to get minutes. We need a backup point guard behind Tyrese Maxey. So 10 minutes a night. Doesn't really matter. I mean, Max is playing 35. Not the end of the world. So this is the team. Again, I don't know necessarily what the kind of ceiling or floor is with this team. I feel like we're probably 40-plus wins. Like, I feel like we'd be better than the actual Spurs were. But, again, I don't know. I've been surprised. So I'm not even going to try to guess. But I will see you guys at the end of year 1. 45-37. That is the record here to end the first regular season. And honestly, it's not too bad. I mean, again, I didn't really know kind of what to expect with this team, if you will. I thought there were a lot of different possibilities. 45 wins is definitely a really good, I don't want to say it's the floor, almost feels more like the ceiling, but it's a good start. Luka's your MVP. Oh my God, Victor Wembanyama, they have legitimate twin towers in their front court. CP3 always somehow makes his way to Dallas. How? I have absolutely no idea, but he is a Dallas Maverick. Man average 9 and 8.5. Not bad. 6th man of the year. Giannis is your D-point. Jalen Johnson, most improved. Luka also wins clutch player of the year. Frank Vogel, head coach of the Phoenix Suns, getting that Coach of the Year award. Okay, let's check it out. We are the 6th seed here, so we avoid the plan. We have the Lakers in round 1. LeBron and Anthony Davis are not easy. I don't care what your team looks like. But, yeah, it's going to be a battle. That's for sure. Let's check out the numbers on the season. Tyrese Maxey was incredible for us. 27 points a game, 2.5 boards, nearly 4 assists. Man almost shot 52% from the field. I love that out of a 6'2 guard. Buddy Hield was our 2nd leading scorer. He got Tobias Harris, Miles Bridges, Mark Williams, Draymond Green, Obi Toppin, Drummond, Moody, Pickett, and then Davis Bertans. Rebounds per game was Mark Williams. He's looking like a really nice young building block for us at averaging a double-double at 22 years old. And then Draymond did lead us in assists. So, okay, let's see. As I mentioned, it is us and the Lakers. Let's check them out. D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves. You got Rui Hachimura. In the starting 5, LeBron James, Anthony Davis. You got Vanderbilt off the bench, Christian Wood, Taurean Prince. I think we'll probably lose this series. That's just, okay, maybe not. Okay. I don't know. Well, don't blow a 3-0 lead. If you're going to win, okay. Oh, wow, we actually didn't lose. I just had a feeling that the blown 3-0 lead was coming. But no, we actually, I guess you can call it an upset against the Lakers and moved on to the West semis. We have the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are definitely not easy. We have an MVP candidate. We have a pedophile. We have a great defensive player, a guy who I think is going to be really good for a long time, in Jalen Williams. And then Chet Holmgren, again, Rookie of the Year candidate. It's going to be very good for a very long time. Oh, I forgot we traded them Keldon Johnson, too. Yeah, no, they're going to be a pain in the ass, and they'll probably beat us. So I'm not going to lie to you here. So let's just get it over with. We are down 2-1. We do tie it up 2-2. Cinderella run? Is this March? Is it March already? We are in the West Finals. We are in the West Finals. We were taking on the Phoenix Suns. I think they just won the most games. Typically, the guy who wins or coaches the most, or the team with the most wins gets Coach of the Year. So Frank Vogel. Yeah, I mean, this big three of Booker, Beal, and Durant is incredible. Yusuf Nurkic has been fantastic this season. Grayson Allen is a sniper from beyond the arc. Even if I don't like him very much, he is. This is probably where our road ends. If I had to take a guess, we do win Game 3. Okay, maybe not. Okay. Game 7 on the lot. Are we in the finals? Holy damn. We are in the finals. We are in the finals in the first season. I don't know if I've ever had this happen before. Like, because clearly I've won championships in year 1 before in rebuild. But in the trading every player rebuilds, what makes it so much harder, especially to win year 1, is I can't make any trades that I want. I just have to trade away this roster. I have no say in any of the moves. And then I just have to figure out the rotation. I can't believe we're actually in a spot where we could actually win a championship. Now, I'm going to come out here and say again, I think the Milwaukee Bucks are the better team, but I think every series the team we faced has been better than us. So, I don't know. Can we pull off another upset, complete the Cinderella run? We're 1-1 right now with the Bucks. We go down 2-1, down 3-1. They do win it all. Okay, so that's where the road ends for us, but a championship run, or well, a finals run, I guess, in year 1 was insane. And that felt like a serious overachievement and one that I'm very happy with, honestly. So let's get into the offseason. Greg Popovich does not retire, meaning I get to keep around one of, if not the greatest head coaches in NBA history for one more year, maybe even 2 more. Draft lottery, we probably would have, oh my God, we have some lottery picks. I don't know what the protections are on either of these, but I'm going to hope that we get at least one of them. We have the Houston Rockets pick, that's at number 6, and then we would have had the Hornets pick at 4, which just means we have their pick next year. But a team that just went to the finals, having the 6th overall pick is definitely not a bad thing. I can live with that. I got to make sure I get Popovich back. I cannot let the man go. That's a max contract. Hopefully he accepts it. He does. All right, so Pop is back and very excited to have him back. Now we kind of have full reign. So I'm very happy with the possibilities and kind of the flexibility of this team as well. If you look at the cap situation for us, we have a lot of free agents that are coming up, so we got to be careful with what we do here. But the sky's kind of the limit for this team. It really is. So 6th overall pick, 21st overall pick, and 26th overall pick in round 2 are some of our assets right now. I might have a move in mind. Oh my God, we just pulled off a blockbuster trade with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I'm actually surprised that it went through. I did not think that I had any shot of making that trade. Nonetheless, Moses Moody, Julian Phillips, Jalen Pickett, our 6th overall pick this year, our 21st overall pick this year, and a 2025 future first-round pick from us are going to Cleveland for Evan Mobley. He's not a guy you can typically trade for, but I guess today he is. Meaning we lose the 6th overall pick, but it's not like we traded it for somebody who's going to regress or anything like that. I mean, we quite literally just got a guy who is 23 years old, still on a rookie contract, an absolutely fantastic player. So I can live with not drafting a 77 overall. I'm fine with that. Mark Williams is going to be coming back. This is not a realistic rebuild, meaning I'm going to bring Bertans back and I'll likelihood include him in some sort of deal. Dominic Barlow is on a 2-way. I can't bring him back. Clearly, Tyrese Maxey is going to be my number 1 priority. And then Obi Toppin actually, I think, played relatively well for us. Definitely don't want to just let him walk out the door for nothing. But I know damn well we have a lot of free agents. I know Tobias Harris is obviously a big guy for us. Buddy Hield was our 2nd leading scorer, so can't just let him leave. But Tyrese Maxey is kind of, again, my number 1 priority. We take a look at the free agents here. There's a couple guys maybe I would consider, some sort of contract. But realistically, I think with the team we have, we still have some trade assets like Draymond Green, Davis Bertans. While our front court is set, we're good at the point guard or shooting guard spot. There are definitely some other moves I wouldn't mind making. So just curious, what does an OG Anunoby contract look like? Like he has one offer right now from the 76ers. That's $95 million over about 4 years. Let's just look, 95 divided by 4. It's about $23.75 million annual value. So I can probably beat it. I don't know, 24.5 with player option. Does that interest you, OG? I hope it does. And then I got to work a way to hopefully go ahead and make sure I get Maxey back as well, because he has no offers right now. Tobias Harris is somebody I'd like to retain. Hopefully it doesn't cost me too much. And then Hield, I'm actually going to wait on because I think I can probably get him back either way. All right, so Maxey, we're not going to renounce him. We do re-sign Tobias, which is good because we can let his cap hold go of almost $60 million. Buddy Hield has a big cap hold as well. We cannot quite do that. I completely forgot about Miles Bridges. Completely forgot about him. We're good here, good here. Do I have to let Buddy Hield go? I do. That's fine because I'm going to make sure Maxey doesn't accept a different contract. Obviously, it's huge getting OG Anunoby and Tobias Harris on this team. But yeah, could be trade assets all across the board. But Maxey cannot get a contract now Definitely have to make sure of that. So let's just do this quite carefully. Still no offers for Maxi. Oh, that's Obi Toppin. Shit. I don't know if I can match this. Wait a minute. Can I match this? I actually don't know. Sometimes, like, the game will screw me and just say I can't sign OG Anunoby. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about, probably. But I think we actually do have the money. Maxi now has 10 offers, so I can't do that. All right, I'm maxing him out. Maxing out max. What? Fuck. Oh, I gave him a max contract. Shit. I have to let Obi Toppin go. Yeah. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, so what I can do is I can sign Tobias Harris or OG Anunoby. Unfortunately, it does not look like the case. I can get both of them. So I have to pretty much pick. I think I'm going to go with OG Anunoby. He's younger, 5 years younger, about the same overall. I think this deal makes sense to me. So please let me actually bring him in, though, right? Okay, we're good. That sucked. If Maxi had accepted my contract, I could have waited one more day. I gave him a max deal. There's nothing I could have done about it. But yeah, that kind of hurt us along the process. But yeah, now we have some options on what we want to do because we don't have a completely depleted team. I think there's still a few moves. Like, can I bring back Miles Bridges? Wait, what? Oh my God. This game is so fucking broken. I don't think it's going to let me bring back Miles. No, it is not. So that's fine. He's going to go. I cannot believe we just got Tobias Harris back. This game is so fucking broken. But yeah, it is time to definitely explore some trades because I'd like to find ourselves a starting shooting guard. I'm working on a blockbuster trade right now with the Celtics, and I want to get Jaylen Brown. Because he makes so much money, he's a very hard player to trade for, but he's also not a guy I get a lot, and I really like JB. I'm a Celtics fan. Call it my Celtics bias. Call it whatever you want. But I want to get him, and I don't know what it's going to cost me. He clearly looks like he's very valuable. I'm going to try to hold on to the Hornets' first-round pick. I think that could... What? This is it? You want 2 seconds? Oh my God. I can't believe that actually just happened. So JB is going to be our starting shooting guard moving forward. What? I don't know. Maybe they just didn't like the contract. I like Jaylen Brown. So Maxi, JB, we actually haven't even traded Tobias Harris yet. So maybe I just have him come off the bench and move Obi Toppin back to the backup 4, kind of bolstering this bench unit. I mean, this is insane. This team has gone from, Cinderella championship run to what probably is going to be the favorite coming out of the West. I need a backcourt, I need a backup big. So this is where we might struggle a little bit. A guy like Monte Morris definitely interests me a little bit. I'm trying to stay relatively young. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Morris, I know, is pushing 30. That's actually sneaky. I thought he was a little bit younger, but again, I do think he's worth the acquisition and worth the money. So welcome to the team. And then now we're going to struggle a little bit because if I look at the centers, yeah, Montrezl Harrell, it doesn't really excite me too much, but he is still relatively young, so that probably works. And then the shooting guard spot is not pretty. Yeah, this is not going to be a nice thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to be the world's biggest asshole. Sorry, I don't want to do it, but I somehow was able to acquire just so many star names, and I didn't think it would happen, but it did. Okay, let's see. I need a shooting guard. I could just bring in Bones Highland. He's only 6'2", though. Fuck. Or do I bring in Duron Sharp? Or I could just bring back Andre Drummond, who is actually perfectly fine for us. Fuck. Okay, I have a lot of options. I'm going to bring in Duron Sharp. I'm going to bring in Sharp, and then I'm also going to go ahead and now move Montrezl Harrell. We'll do him in a couple seconds. We have a lot of second-round picks. Just give me some sort of backup point guard. No, I need shooting guard. Maybe Sam Merrill fits what we're kind of looking for there. I don't know. Hasn't Sam Merrill been playing only really well this year? I think he's probably as good as we're going to get. Okay, welcome to the team, Sam Merrill. This has been quite an interesting offseason, and I will see you guys at the start of, year number 2. Last season was insanely fun. We were a huge underdog. We made it all the way to the finals. We did not win the finals, but we got there with a team that had no business being there. This offseason, we decided to go a little bit crazy. We made some moves that I didn't really think were possible. And this team is back, and they are better than ever. Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown, OG Anunoby, Evan Mobley, and Mark Williams is our new starting 5. We returned 2 starters from last season. This team is awesome. Technically, I guess 3, but Tobias Harris is going to be coming off the bench. Obi Toppin behind him. Monte Morris was brought in as a new addition. And then we were kind of assholes and traded for Duron Sharp and Sam Merrill. But they're playing 12 and 10 minutes a night. It's not relatively important. But yeah, this team is nuts. I still don't know how we did this. And we still have that Charlotte pick this year. Nuts. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. 64 and 18. This year, if we make a finals run, it will definitely not be a surprise because I'm assuming that was good enough for the 1 seed here. in the Western Conference. That is a third career MVP for Mr. Nikola Jokic. The man averages a triple-double. Isaiah Collier is your Rookie of the Year. He is a Minnesota Timberwolves. Russell Westbrook is in Milwaukee. He is the Sixth Man of the Year. All right. Chad Holmgren, Defensive Player of the Year. I'm just excited to see somebody not named Victor Wembanyama win it because it typically is always him. Keontae George, Most Improved. Steph Curry, Clutch Player of the Year. And Pop does win Coach of the Year. Man might go out on top. Who the hell knows? Let's dive into some numbers. Check first standings. 10 games up on the Denver Nuggets. MVP Nikola Jokic could be in a battle with Mark Williams here in the conference finals. We'll see. Here are the numbers on the season with how everybody played. It was Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, Evan Mobley, OG Anunoby, Mark Williams. I just realized we have a lot of really good defense on this team, which I think is definitely going to benefit us come playoff time. So I'm very excited. Who do we have round one? It is us and the Dallas Mavericks. Luka won an MVP year one. Him and Kyrie Irving, still probably one of the better duos in the league. Dante Exum, a little bit of a resurgence in Dallas. You got Trendon Watford, Derek Lively, who I think is going to be fantastic for a long time. You got geriatric Chris Paul coming off the bench at 39 years old. Let's just see what happens here in the first round of the playoffs. I think we are the better team. Here, I guess you can... Okay, hang on a damn minute. Let's not do this. Okay, we go up 3-2. Don't fucking lose. Thank you. All right, West semifinals, even after a very stressful first round last year. These are the Thunder, and we beat them last year, but they are still young. They are developing. Take notes, Josh Giddey. But this is a team that definitely could be a problem for us. I think I don't have a good feeling right now. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. But the Thunder, oh, fuck, god damn it. God fucking damn it. I can almost feel when it's coming now. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of gross, actually. I just almost know when a loss is coming at this point. And you know what? This is not what I meant. Oh, my God. Klay Thompson went to the Sixers and retired. He might need to in real life. Wow, Popovich still didn't retire. I was going to override it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But I don't need to. Okay, draft lottery time. Where is that pick falling? It looks like it's going to be around number 6. Maybe we get a little lucky. It jumps up. We do not. It falls down to number 8. So number 8 is still definitely not nothing. We're obviously good here with Popovich. Let's head up to the draft. I think there could be a trade or two because really no matter who I draft there at number 8, it's not going to be a significant contributor really in any way, shape, or form. So I know I have a couple different options what I want to do here, so hang with me. This may not be the best use of my draft pick, but I'm really making this trade for next season and next season only. Now, I know that makes obvious sense. It's the final year, but Cole Anthony's going to come in here. He's 2 overalls higher than Monte Morris. I do think he's a better player. More importantly, he's 5 years younger, meaning we're not going to have to risk any sort of regression going on with Cole Anthony, which I'm not saying Morris is going to get hit by a truck like by a regression, but I do think there's some risk, and ultimately the 8th overall pick really isn't needed. So we're going to make the trade. Welcome to the team, Cole Anthony. We're not going to draft anybody this year. We do still have some future draft picks, which I think are going to be very beneficial for us. Deron Sharp and Evan Mobley are both entering free agency, clearly have priorities on, both of them. First and foremost is going to be Evan Mobley. I have to make sure I can pay him. I will likely try to bring back Sharp. Sam Merrill honestly can go. I mean, if I can bring him back, I probably will just to trade him. But I'm going to wait on everybody just to make sure I can get Mobley back. I do not want to risk this at all. All right, we're good there. Can I still pay Sharp? Wow, this game is completely fucking broken. Come on. Maybe. One more day. Cool. All right, I think there's probably still one more trade out there for me. I want to upgrade the backup shooting guard spot. I know it's maybe a little crazy to think about, but my thought process is this. Clearly bringing in Cole Anthony is going to be an upgrade for the bench unit. Sharp's going to continue to go up in overalls. I don't really know how much 29-year-old Sam Merrill is going to progress, so I think there's one more trade. We're going to try to work on one last deal here, and it's going to come with the Golden State Warriors. Sam Merrill maybe could have been a relatively beneficial piece for us, but I think Brandon Podziemski would be even better. Now, I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of his last name because that's pretty much all I do around here, but I do have the draft picks to get this deal done. I'll give you whatever you want. It's the final season, and I can't take him with me, so it's a little bit, oh my God, this is an insane price to pay, and I would absolutely never do this if it wasn't the final season, but this team is good. We are very, very good. It is championship or bust here for the final regular season. Last season, we were great. We had a little bit of a disappointing ending, but we were great in the regular season nonetheless. This year, I think this team can be even better and hopefully have a much more and much longer successful playoff run. Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown, OG Anunoby, Evan Mobley, Mark Williams remains your starting 5. Bench unit has a few changes here. Tobias Harris will still be the 6th man. Cole Anthony is a new and welcomed addition as our backup point guard. Brandon Podziemski is going to be the backup shooting guard here. Backing up Mr. Jaylen Brown, Obi Toppin remains as the backup power forward. Deron Sharp is the 10th and final guy. He's the only player in the rotation under an 80 overall, which is So fucking crazy. But yeah, this team is good. I think this team can make a whole lot of noise, and I really hope they do. I'll see you guys at the end of the final regular season. I wanted this video to end on a high note in terms of the regular season, and we did exactly just that. The greatest regular season possible, considering it was the best one in NBA history. At 74-8, hopefully a very long playoff run coming up for us. I'm feeling pretty good. SGA, MVP. I hope he doesn't knock me out of the playoffs again. Trey Johnson's your Rookie of the Year. Stephon Cassell is in Charlotte. He's your Sixth Man of the Year. Walker Kessler's your depoy. You don't see that one too often. He's a good defensive player. You just don't see it too often. Zachary Richardson, Most Improved. Anthony Edwards, Clutch Player of the Year. And yeah, Popovich going to take home Coach of the Year. It's just weird. I haven't had to override his retirement. Typically, he always retires. Oh my God, the Thunder are sneaking up on us. Typically, he always retires at some point throughout these videos, but maybe it won't be in this one. Here are the numbers on the season. Tyrese Maxey was absolutely incredible. Same with Jaylen Brown, Evan Mobley, Harris, Williams, Anunoby, Anthony Podziemski, Toppin, and Sharp. Rebound's going to be Mr. Evan Mobley, and assist is Tyrese Maxey. So, 1 seed once again. Us and the Utah Jazz. You got Jamal Murray there now. Playoff performer Jamal Murray. Lauri Markkanen still going strong. Walker Kessler is one of the Defensive Player of the Year. Keontae George somehow not even in the starting lineup. I'm not going to lie. I think we sweep. We do. Minnesota Timberwolves here in the West semis. Isaiah Collier, who they drafted. Obviously, Anthony Edwards. He just won Clutch Player of the Year. Jaden McDaniels. Karl Anthony Towns. Rudy Gobert still going strong. They have Killian Hayes as their 6th man here. Simon Fontecchio. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. I probably am not. But yeah, he just got traded to the Pistons today. Well, yesterday when you guys are seeing this. I need more big trades. I really do. We're up 3-0 and we sweep them as well. Now it is us and the Thunder. We beat them year 1. They beat us last year. If you do that math, we should be beating them this year, right? Is that how that works? I don't know. They're good. I mean, there's really not much else to say about them. SGA just won an MVP, and I want some revenge. I really do. We do go up 2-1 on them. We go up 3-1 on them, and we are back in the finals. We are taking on the Milwaukee Bucks for the... Actually, this is the second time we're facing the Bucks in the finals. If y'all remember that Cinderella run year 1. Damian Lillard, what the fuck? How is Kawhi Leonard here, right? I don't know. They just swapped out Chris Middleton for Kawhi Leonard, and Naz Reid. He's a fantastic addition as well. Okay, well, this is going to be a challenge. Now, they do have 3 stars, 2 of which I would say are relatively aging, and Kawhi and Dame, but yeah, I guess my whole speech doesn't fucking matter, because we're going to sweep them and then run them out of their own goddamn building. It's exactly what I want to do. All right, man. Okay, they actually made this kind of close. Don't fuck around. See you guys in there. Just under 3.5 minutes to go left here in Milwaukee. We're happy. I'm very, very happy right now with kind of the ending of this video. It would have been awesome to get a championship last year, win 2, or even 1 in year 1, which we probably should have. Again, had no business being in the finals. That's a bad pass. But we did. And you know what? We're making up for it here. We're getting a little bit of revenge on the team that beat us. That always feels good. It's going to be a clean sweep. So I'm very happy. I had no hope, I guess is the word, that this rebuild would go this well. Again, there's a vast difference in terms of the franchises as like historically between the San Antonio Spurs and the Charlotte Hornets, but I'm just referencing the Hornets because they are another dog shit team right now, and their trading every player rebuild the other day went horrendously. And so sometimes it goes like this, sometimes it goes like that. So I guess it's really just if you get lucky off the rip with the trades, which clearly I did. I was thinking about something else. Now, I'm not going to probably make this in its entirety like a series, but I think maybe at some point, like especially like over the summer, and I know I'm just rambling at this point, but over the summer when like past the finals, past the, the major start of free agency, something that I'm thinking about doing and I want to do if I can find the time, which I'm going to try to work my best in actually doing so. But I'd like to find a way to do a live stream and do one of these trading every player rebuilds, but instead of randomly accepting a trade before year 1, I think it'd be super fun if I intentionally picked the worst one and like let you guys, choose with me which one you think would be the worst one. I think that'd be a really kind of fun video and a really good way to kind of get you guys involved, because obviously I don't live stream a lot. I don't really have time, unfortunately. I'm lucky that I'm able to get 5 videos out a week, and yeah, that's just kind of the way it goes. But again, it's something I'm trying to do this summer, maybe a few times if I can get it. My Wi-Fi and computer kind of suck, but I'll do my best, I promise you. So yeah, if that's something you guys want to see, let me know. I'd be down to do it because I haven't live streamed in a while, or at least not consistently. So looking forward to it. All right, we'll do one more offensive possession after that Giannis brick. Let's just see. Tyrese Maxey was kind of how we started this video off, getting him. Let's end it with him on a high note here. Damian Lillard playing defense is like, I don't even know. It's not happening. So Maxey, give me it. Oh, but I put in. Okay, thank you, Tobias. Let's wrap this one up. Wrapping it up with a clean sweep of the Milwaukee Bucks, getting our revenge for that loss in the finals year 1, and Mr. Jaylen Brown, finals MVP. Not bad for a guy who can't dribble and doesn't have a left hand. I will take it. Give me all the Jaylen Brown jokes you got. I love them, man. I really do. Okay, that is it. That is it for me. This was a super fun video. I mean, again, I kind of just touched on it in the gameplay, but they don't all go like this, and it's very nice when they do, but obviously it's always fun. It's always fun when they don't. So this one was fun, though. As I mentioned, we have 5 teams left: 3 Eastern Conference teams, 2 Western Conference teams. Clearly, I'm going to get to them. Just let me know which one you want me to do next, along with any other video ideas. But that is it for me. As always, thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.